꺼줘야 되고. 된다. 아이씨, 진작 할걸. 이렇게 쉽게 되는 거였는데. 아이씨. 이거 트위치에 있는 게 더 좋나? 아니, 트위치래. 프리즘에 있는 게 더 좋나? 그것도 좋아 보이던데. 그것도 써볼까? 둘 다 쓸 수 있고. 뭐가 낫는지 한번 볼까요? 너 말 좀 쳐봐요. 채팅창 뜨는 거 좀 보게. 아, 진작 할걸. 영상에 채팅이 하나도 없어. 다 올리고 보니까 영상에 채팅이 하나도 없어. 지금이라도 해서 다행이지. 뚜뚜뚜루뚜. 유튜브도 동영상 많이 올렸거든요. 아, 이거 채팅창 이거 못한 게 아프리카 그거 도우미 그거 안 되면서 그때 포기했었는데. 예, 안녕하세요. 얼큰 돼지고기 김치찜님. 잠시만. 이게 어느 쪽 채팅창이 낫나요? 이 두 번째 거가 낫지 않나요? 정치 얘기하는 게 아니고요. 채팅창 1번, 2번. 깔끔한 건 1? 그 깔끔하네요. 예. 2가 좀 이게 핸드폰 치고는 좀 그렇죠. 1로 가죠. 예. 1로 가는 게 나쁘지 않은 것 같아요. 예. 아이고, 채팅창 확인해 주셔서 고맙고요. 밥은 오늘 못 먹었어요. 오늘 굶었어요. 예. 오늘 굶고 하루 종일 유튜브 영상 올리고 그랬죠. 예. 갑자기 반말을 하시네. 밥 사 먹을 돈이 없어요. 예. 오늘 또 일용직 나갔다가 종쳐가지고. 아, 채팅창 좋네. 진작 할걸. 여기 눈은 안 왔죠. 여기 플로리다는 원래 눈이 안 와요. 네. 반말, 존댓말, 사투리 뭐 다 왔다 갔다 하시네. 맞나? 양양님 오셨어요. 아, 메이플에서 구경하셨어요. 양양님, 양양님도 오신 김에 자, 1번 채팅창, 2번 채팅창. 아, 역시. 오, 간단해서 좋아. 아, 좋아. 1번은 지금 이제 그거 위플랩? 예, 위플랩이라는 게 새로 나왔더라고요. 아니, 제가 이걸 옛날에 하려던 거다가 포기한 게, 나는 맨 처음에는 그 프리즘에 나오는 채팅창이 영상이랑 남는 줄 알았어요. 내가 여지껏 돌려본 적이 없었단 말이야, 내 영상을. 예? 근데 영상을 올리고 나니까 채팅이 없는 거야. 이거는 무슨 에러도 이런 에러가 없잖아. 그래갖고서는 이거 안 되겠다. 당장 핸드폰으로 찾았죠. 당장 핸드폰 찾았더니 위플랩이라는 게 새로 나왔더라고요. 그래서 위플랩을 깔고 보니까 프리즘 안에서도 기능이 있긴 있었어. 그냥 기본 채팅창이 안 나오는지 나는 그것만 몰랐던 거예요. 영상이 저장될 때 기본 채팅창은 안 나오더라고. 그래갖고서는 뭐 신속하게 늦었지만 조치를 취했죠. 너무 아쉽다. 그래도 그나마 다행이라고 생각한 게 이제 영상을 많이 날렸잖아. 지웠잖아 계속. 용량이 없어가지고. 그랬는데 이제 그래도 좀 이번에 어쨌거나 좀 하이라이트 부분, 이번 2월달 3월달 게 다 있었단 말이에요. 그래서 이거라도 있어서 다행이다. 지금부터 약간 제대로 해보자 라고 딱 올렸는데 채팅이 없어. 그래도 뭐 할 수 있는 거 다 했으니까. 그래도 배고프고 이런 사람 치고는 엄청난 성과가 있었죠. 이 정도면 영상 20개 넘게 올리고. 아니 양양님, 이거 속도도 얼마나 느린 줄 아십니까? 업로드 하는 것도 한 편당 막 20-30분씩 걸려요. 한 편당. 그거 하는 동안 나 딴 거 하지도 못해. 뭐 다운도 못 받고 업로드 하고 있으니까 영상도 막 다운 받은 것만 보고 있으면서 계속 올려야 돼. 끝날 때마다. 그러다가 또 올리면은 또 카피라이트, 저작권 문제 또 떠. 저작권 들어가가지고 또 저작된 부분 삭제. 지금 거의 몇 시간이 아니고 지금 하루 종일 이거 했어요. 하루 종일 이거 하고, 그 다음에 또 중간에 중간에 또 잠깐 어제 지나오다가 저기 태권도장을 봤어요. 한국인이 할 것 같은 태권도장을 봐가지고 중간에 또 업로드하다 심심해가지고 일자리나 한번 알아보러 갔었어요. 근데 오픈이라고 써있는데 닫혀있더라고. 그래서 그냥 돌아왔지. 그리고서는 이제 그냥 어차피 전화를 할까 하다가 될 거였으면은 문이 열려 있었을 거다, 그렇게 생각을 하고 그럼 방송 업로드에 올인을 하다가 보니까 채팅창이 없는 걸 발견을 했지. 그래서 그럼 채팅창이 이게 먼저다. 물론 저도 그런 생각이 들긴 했죠. 너 지금 네가 이러고 있을 때가 아닌데 지금 돈을 벌어야 되는데 하고 했는데 지금은 이게 먼저인 것 같은 거야. 지금 나한테 중요한 거는 밥 먹는 거보다 이게 더 중요한 것 같은 거예요. 그래서 그냥 의식의 흐름대로 방송하다가 이제 뭐 거의 다 됐을 때 갑자기 양양님 디스코드에 그거 올리시는 거 보고 채팅창 실험할 겸 한번 해봐야겠다 했죠. 근데 이렇게 쉽게 잘 될 줄 몰랐죠. 이거 지금 거의 기본이고 아무것도 안 걷는 거예요. 제가 핸드폰이니까 이게 설정하기가 쉽지 않잖아. 그래서 일단 기본으로 그냥 해놨단 말이에요. Sh1vaya. 다 나온다 이제. Not tonight. I just didn't change the title. It must have saved from last time. 야, 그럼 이제 문제가, 양양님은 Sh1vaya 채팅이 보이나요? Sh1vaya, can you see other people's chat now? 이걸 진작 했어야 돼. 이걸 저번에 그때 느꼈을 때 바로 했었더라면 한 달치를 채팅이 있는 채로 할 수 있었고 멀티 스트림도 할 수 있었는데. Yeah, on the screen. That's the best I can do on the phone, you know. So I did some research. Found a chat program that, that's inclusive across the platforms. So So this is my first run, trial run. Sorry, it's not the karaoke night. You missed it. But you know, in a sense, you're lucky to miss it. 아, 양양님 그리고 이게 좀 제 비디오를 보면서 좀 많이 돌아보게 됐어 조금 여러 가지를. 1번은 일단은 노래는 하지 말아라. 너는 아직도 음치다. 그거랑 근데 확실히 그 자기 모습 보는 거는 쉽지 않더라고. 목소리도 내 목소리 같지가 않고 발음도 왜 이렇게 어눌한 것 같고 내가 말할 때는 못 느끼겠는데 I wish it had the icon for Twitch or 그거 내가 I can add it later. 그거 트위치인지 치즈직인지 그것만 좀 추가하면 좋을 것 같은데. At least now we can see everybody's chats. No one's being left out. 양양님 근데 왜 이렇게 일찍 일어나셨어요? 잠은 충분히 주무신 거예요? 그랬어요? 그래갖고 맞아 또 할 얘기가 많아. 이게 그래갖고 이제 제가 도덕경을 읽으러 간다고 했잖아요. 네? 근데 도덕경 찾으러 갔어. 이제 도덕경 읽으면서 비디오를 업로드를 해야겠다. 그래갖고서는 도덕경을 찾으러 갔어요. 도덕경을 찾으러 갔는데 없어. 있는데 없대. 도서관 어딘가에 있는데 한 달째 안 보인대. 그래서 그러면은 저기 바짐젤란드 리얼리티 트랜스서핑 없대. 조 디스펜자 아무 책이나 조 디스펜자 있냐? 없대. 그래갖고 이거 오늘 나보고 책 읽으라는 게 아니구나. 그리고 이제 영상에 집중을 하기 시작했죠. 그래도 기분이 좋아요. 많이 좋아요. 그래도 계속 한다 했던 거를 드디어 했고, 그리고 Sh1vaya finally started the YouTube. 그래갖고 저기 제일 큰 부분은 이제 그거였잖아요. 나의 모든 거를 오픈하는 게 OK인 것인가, 그게 가장 이제 큰 문제였잖아요. 사람들이 어떻게 반응을 할 건지. 그런데 이제 그거 단계는 넘어선 것 같아요. 대마를 피던 담배를 피던 술을 먹던 무슨 얘기를 하던 그냥 나는 나대로 욕을 하면 욕을 하라 그러고. So you're getting your car fixed tomorrow. Well, I've lost everything. I'm back to zero. But it doesn't really affect me. And I've been starving for the past few days. Life goes on. I'm just continue to surrender. 그래갖고 양양님 그 도덕경이 도서관에 없다고 제가 포기할 사람입니까? 아니죠. 나에겐 유튜브가 있거든. 그래서 이제 여기 공원 다시 와가지고 이제 영상 올리면서 유튜브 도덕경 오디오북 읽다가 이제 아메리칸 인디언들의 지혜 모음 이런 거 오디오북 듣다가 이제 어떻게 하다가 다시 놀랍게도 마이클 싱어, 내가 예전에 읽었던 될 일은 된다 있잖아요. 그 오디오북으로 넘어간 거예요. 그래갖고 No Sh1vaya, I uploaded the link on Discord. Do you have our Discord? 그래서 그 영상을 올렸는데 그 셋 중에서 도덕경, 마이클 싱어, 그 다음에 그 인디언들 중에서 인디언들께 그냥 좀 제일 와닿더라고요. You can search seriously 333. You haven't been on Discord. 예, 그래갖고 이제 그거를 올린 건데, 그 마이클 싱어로 되돌아간 거 자체도 너무 재밌더라고요. 왜냐면 제가 이제 거의 처음 눈을 뜰 때 이제 그 마이클 싱어의 상처받지 않는 영혼, 그거랑 이제 될 일은 된다를 읽었거든요. 근데 지금 이 상황에서 한 10년 전에 읽은 책을 다시 오디오북으로 들으니까 그때 저가 생각이 나면서 진짜 많이 발전했다. 그때는 이 사람이 무슨 말을 하는지 몰랐는데 지금은 너무나도 잘 이해가 되는구나. Yeah, you've been missing out. Not much, but yeah. I mean, the only thing you've been missing was my journal, but that's in Korean, so it's probably hard to translate. I've been uploading a journal every single day. I'm pretty much, for the past year. 예. 그래갖고 양양님 아니 근데 유튜브도 심지어 그 옛날에 그 옛날 계정 있죠. 그 옛날 계정이 팔로워가 훨씬 많아. 그때 그 잠깐 트위치 잘 됐을 때 그냥 소개 사람들한테 한다만 하고 페이지만 만들었는데 그때 구독자가 더 많아. 지금 2명밖에 없는데. 예. 그래서 이제 내가 영상을 올리고 할 수 있는 거는 바라는 건 그거밖에 없어. 제발 유명해지지 마라. 뭐 그렇게 쉽게 유명해지지도 않겠지만 최대한 적게 봐라. 나는 그냥 나 혼자 보기 용으로 놔둬도 되니까. 그리고 뭐 얼마나 보겠어요. 720p에. 나 잡으러 왔나? Yeah, so from now on I'm gonna upload like every single stream on the YouTube. 그리고 양양님 그 생각도 해봤어요. 만약에 이게 잘 되면은 이거 좀 위험하다. 관찰일기를 근데 관찰일기에 포스팅 기능이 있더라고요. 아니 유튜브에. 관찰일기를 유튜브에 올릴까도 생각 중이에요. 커뮤니티가 어느 쪽으로 더 커지는지를 봐가지고 유튜브로 더 치중을 할 수도 있고 보죠 그거는. 예, 안녕하세요. 여기는 미국 플로리다입니다. 예, 반갑습니다. 오늘 갑자기 채팅이 많네. 예, 뭐 한번 보여드릴까요? 맨날 같은 장면만 보여주지. 공원이에요. 근데 날씨가 이제 바람이 좀 많이 불어가지고 그래서 이제는 이제 720에서 또 1080으로 가야겠죠. 이렇게 어두워. 네, 1080으로도 가야 되고 멀티 스트림 할 수 있어야 되고. 네. 그게 캬캬 할 때가 아니야. 근데 방법이 안 보이잖아. 방법이 지금 뭐가 야무져요? 경치가? 근데 양양님 이제 근데 좀 보여요. 될 것 같아. 그리고 또 하나 느낀 게 뭐냐면은 그래도 옛날에 비해서 옛날에 비해서 방송이 그래도 뭔가 방향성을 잡았다. 뭔가 이게 앵글이나 이런 걸 봐도 옛날보다 좀 많이 나아졌다는 느낌이 들더라고. 최근 한 달 걸 보니까 몇 년 전에 비해서는 내가 옛날에 진짜 뭘 하는지 몰랐는데 지금은 그래도 뭔가 메시지도 있고. Yeah, back to nothingness. So yeah, I've been back to zero since it's been like more than a week. Yeah, and but it doesn't really bother me. 플로리다 오신다고요? You want to. 여기 따뜻하죠. 근데 여름에는 오지 마세요. 습도가 높아가지고. So yeah, Sh1vaya, I was just focusing my energy on YouTube and just being present, not trying much, 모기 많죠. 지금은 별로 없어요. 근데 여름 되면 많아요. 예, 여기 벌레도 많고 도마뱀도 많고 악어도 많고, 예, 여기는 그런 천국이죠. 예, 곤충들과 동물들의 천국이죠. 코요테도, 양양님 제가 코요테 만난 얘기, 예, 해드렸잖아요. 예, 자다가 코요테 2마리랑 맞닥뜨렸어요. 예. 그래갖고 다행히 아무 일 없었지만, 예. 아니요, 그러니까 어떻게 됐냐면은 제가 숲에서 자거든요. 지금 숲에서 자는데, 예, 짐을 들고 나왔는데 그동안 이제 코요테를 만날까 못 만날까 되게 걱정을 많이 하고 있었어요. 예, 얘네들도 무리지어 다니니까. 근데 코요테 한 마리가 딱 서 있는 거예요. 나를 보고. 딱 멈춰 섰죠. 그랬는데 이제 한 마리가 더 오더라고. 갑자기 막 조인해. 뭔 일이야 뭔 일이야 이러면서 조인해가지고 2마리가 그렇게 같이 째려보더라고. 근데 저는 그냥 나는 가는 길 간다 하고 그냥 갔어요. 그랬더니 안 쫓아오던데. 뭐 걔들도, 예, 걔들도 이렇게 함부로 덤비지는 않겠죠. 죽을 뻔한 경험? 죽을 뻔한 경험 몇 번 있었는데, 예, 총 맞을 뻔한 경험도 있었고, 자살하려고 했던 적도 있었고. 그렇게 근데 죽을 만한 적은 많았나? 진짜 생사의 위기를 왔다 갔다 하는 경우가, 옛날에 뉴저지에서 뉴욕까지 걸어간 적도 있었고, 뭐 그런 거는 좀 술 한잔 먹고 해야 되지 않을까요? 예, 그런 썰 같은 거는 좀 이런 분위기나 이런 게 좀 맞아야지. 죽을 뻔한 경험은 또 그렇게 뭐야 즐거운 경험이 또 아니기 때문에 좀, 예, 좀 그런 거는 이제 타이밍 맞을 때. Do I have a new plan? Nope. I have zero plan. I'm just surrendering to the universe. And so far, it's been showing me the miracles and keeping me alive. You know, like food coming out of nowhere when I have no money. And of course, I try to work and didn't work out. You know, so at that point, I'm like, I've done everything I can, and I'll just wait for the universe. You know, so I did everything in my hand. So, you know, that's as far as I go. You know. So when the universe shows me another sign, then I'll just follow it. But my focus right now is streaming. So that's my priority. But I still need money, so I don't have a plan for money yet, if that's what you're asking. But my agenda is still the same. I want to travel the world, you know, and stream and just teach whatever, share whatever I learn. 인생이 왜 힘들어요? 고민 상담이나 해줄까요? 아이디도 근데 뭔가 약간 느낌이 있긴 한데, 저 drowning이라는 표현 잘 안 쓰죠. 또 Z도 붙이셨네. 네. 뭐 언제든지 저는 열려 있으니까. 예, 들어가 보세요. 예, 양양이. 좋은 하루 되시고요. 예. 지금 채팅창에서 고쳐야 될 게 2가지인 것 같아. 하나는 이거 채팅 칠 때마다 색깔이 달라지는 거. 같은 아이디는 같은 색깔로. 요거 하나 바꾸고, 그 다음에 트위치 찌지직 플랫폼 나오는 거 하고. 가지 하면 될 것 같아. 아, 그리고 밑에 이거 시청자 수 나오는 것도 했는데 안 나오네. 각 플랫폼별 시청자 수. 근데 뭐 나는 위에 뜨니까. 그래도 트위치랑 이렇게. 아, 근데 치즈직 지금 안 끊기나요? Sh1vaya, do you lag? Is there any delay? I just want to check because I'm doing a multi-platform. It's nice that you experience being taken care of the miracles. Well, I had to. You know, that's the only way I've learned. You know, there's a limitation to what I can do. And situations like this, I try to do more and more, and things get worse and worse. So I've learned from my past mistakes. That's why I'm not doing much right now. I mean, I'm not really. I'm still doing things, but not as much as I would like to. You know, or I want things to improve quick, but I kind of gave up on that too. You know, things happen at the right time. Everything happens for a reason. So I think I'm at that level now. So I'm pretty comfortable, content. You know, the hunger doesn't bother me anymore. The cold doesn't bother me. I'm just being present. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I just take day by day. And yesterday there was an incident, or whatever situation. I was starving, and I was on my way to the church to get some free meal. And I saw a girl I've seen a couple times at the day labor place, you know, the construction place. She was just sitting there, so I assumed she might be homeless too. So just in case she's hungry, I just went back and asked her, like, if you're hungry, there's a place you can get some hot food. And she was like, no, I don't need any food, but are you hungry? So like she ended up giving me food, which I needed, you know. So I could get like 2 meals that day. And then we had like pretty deep conversation about the universe, which I didn't expect from a girl at a day labor. And she was a survivalist, and she had like 4 kids, and she used to live out of her car. And she does things that I do, you know, take a shower at the gym, you know, taking care of like oneself, like most homeless people don't. So I was pretty, you know, shocked by the way of her living. And you know, just there's more people like us in the world, so it gave me hope. So yesterday I was gonna like give up, like literally I was kind of like give up, you know, just I'm not gonna look for food, money. I might as well just starve to death. That's where I was yesterday, or Saturday. And yesterday all that miracles happened, and I'm like, okay, let's continue to see what happens. Yeah, but yeah, I didn't have any money since last week, last like Tuesday, and I'm still surviving, and I'm still streaming. I'm still moving forward, doing what I'm supposed to do. I mean, the reason I postponed the YouTube for such a long time was that I wasn't comfortable with showing the world who I really am, you know, and the way I am. I knew that it wasn't gonna be pretty, the response. You know, there's gonna be a lot of haters, or like I don't even want my families to see me on YouTube. That was another big thing, you know. Just I don't want like people judging me because of the way I live. So, but I'm at a place where I'm comfortable with any kind of negative feedbacks, insults. I can easily ignore at this point. So I feel like I'm finally ready. But then I noticed the videos didn't have the chat on the video, so that's why I came up with this, chat program quickly, because it was kind of a big mistake. It's hard for viewers to understand the flow of the conversations, right? So because they can only see me talking. So, but in the end, I'm gonna just focus on the streaming portion, not the YouTube part. I'm not gonna like live stream on YouTube, or my main's gonna be the live streaming. That way that's the way I communicate with people. So the only reason I'm doing YouTube is that okay. So the reason I started YouTube is for people like us have a better chance of finding me, and they come to my live stream. That's the purpose of it. Because when I live stream, it's only exposed to a certain number of people, and it's over, right? But then if I have a YouTube channel, people can come in and see what I'm trying to do, and if they like it, they can come to my live stream. So that was the purpose of it. I'm not trying to make any money off of it, and I doubt I will, but still, that's not the purpose of it. So and I do find it interesting, and I know that a lot of people are gonna be looking down on me, or why do you live like that, which I'm used to, but at this point I know what I'm doing, and I'm happy with myself. So come at me if you want to. It won't affect me. Even today at the day labor, like they treated me wrong, and I just couldn't stand it. I just had to speak whatever I had to, but I did it very calmly and not emotional. So I was very surprised, because that was something that I couldn't do back in the days. I used to be just hold in, and then explode, and I'd be super emotional and say things that I'll regret. Not anymore. But I will not let it go by, and not do something that I'll regret. So I was like, I had to speak my mind. And at that point, I didn't care if I don't get the job or don't make money for the day. I had to do what I had to do, Because whether I have money or nothing, I still deserve respect and dignity. So that I'll not compromise for anything. So I chose starvation for today. And I'm okay with my decision. And I just came back to the park and I started working on my YouTube. And time went quick. So while I was starving, I uploaded like 20 something videos, and came up with the chat program and all that stuff all day. I was pretty shocked. Back in the days, I used to postpone things in excuse of, oh, I'm too hungry for it, I'm too tired for it, I'll do it next time. But not anymore. It doesn't matter if I'm tired, hungry. What needs to be done will be done. And this thing I've been postponing for months. Not if if not a year. But I did it over one day. And I was just following the universe. So. And after uploading all the videos, I didn't feel any anxiety or worries. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm ready. Let's see where this leads. I'm doing it to help others, but it might end up helping me. Who knows? So we'll see. I'm just trying to find more people like us. I had one African man tell me last week that be very grateful everything you have, because people there have nothing and it felt really good. That's sometimes that's all you need, the change, you know. So that's funny because I had a similar experience yesterday though with the conversation with the girl. Because we had a similar like standard and taste in life, we appreciated cooking, and that was what we were missing the most, right? I cannot cook because I don't have a place, and I understand how important food is to humans. We are what we eat. Yeah. So, and I was telling her I used to be able to cook all this food. I had a lake view apartment, you know, everything, but never appreciated it much. I had at that time I had other problems that was consuming me, right? So, and then what she said was, well, so this time when you get it back, you're gonna appreciate it even more. And I was like, you're right. That's all we can do. We can't bring back the past. We can't dwell in the past. We gotta move forward. So all we can do is appreciate the present. And sometimes you just get lost, right? And just forget that. But then you just go back, bring yourself back to it, you know. It's a matter of how quickly you can go back to your normal state. I mean, I learned that it's impossible to remain your calmness at all times. That's impossible. You know, I don't think that's even possible for like Buddha maybe, but it's a matter of how quickly you can go back to it. You know, back to your peaceful state. So quicker you realize, quicker you can go back to it. And that all starts with observing, right? Third person view. When you're emotional, you get consumed by it, and then you get blinded by it. So you can't see clearly. But then we cannot also ignore the emotions. Emotions is an important part of us. We can't just neglect it. You gotta learn to kind of tame it. You gotta tame your own beast inside you. And I was like listening to like Latin, the native Indians, the proverbs, like the inspirational sayings. An Indian grandfather was saying to his grandson, there's two kinds of wolves in a human. And the grandson was like, what two kinds? Grandfather said, one that's evil, one that's so evil that will only do negative things. And there's another one that's good. And the grandson was like, so which one wins? And the grandfather said, the one you feed. The one you feed wins. That was a little bit inspirational to me. You know, you can decide. It's all up to you. And I've seen like, you know, I've seen a lot of like YouTubers who can just speak, right, when there's no audience. That I could never do. I need an audience. I need to communicate. That's when my tongue starts playing like an instrument. You know, I'm not really trying. I'm not thinking what I'm trying to say. I'm just letting it flow, and it happens naturally. And I like it that way. I don't like forcing things. So when there's nobody or not you, I cannot say these things. That's why I'm focusing on live streaming, not the one-way communication on YouTube. You know. Yeah, from awareness, emotions can flow without being caught up in narratives. Yeah. So you got like, we gotta be like water, right? But then emotions, they gotta flow like water too. So when you become conscious for the first time, I believe that a lot of people just try to like hold in their emotions and just ignore it, and they just try to be like they try to force themselves to be like peaceful and not emotional, which is not possible. You hold in the emotions, it's gonna explode at some point. So you gotta learn to let your emotions flow like everything else. And so sometimes, yeah, I get angry, I'll show it. But then that's it. When that's over, I come back to my normal self and nothing's left in me. Because I learned that if you just hold it in for too long, then you get sick. And it gets stuck somewhere and causes, illness, all kinds of things in your body. And I do believe that your emotions and traumas, they stay in your body and they cause physical illness. I'm a victim of it, so yeah, I know for a fact. A lot of our illnesses come from spirituality. So same goes for depression, anxiety, a lot of things. That's why I don't believe in modern medicine anymore. I don't go see doctors. I believe that we can naturally heal our body. And the girl I met yesterday, she said the same thing. I've seen it, I believe it, and I was like, I experienced it with myself. I've had so many conditions and disease when I was a kid. They all disappeared, even the allergies. Like most of the conditions I've had are gone. So, I mean, if that's not a miracle, what is? So I'm trying to find these glitches. So where I'm getting to is, Sh1vaya, is that this world is a simulation, and I'm taking another step on that approach. I feel like there's a little more than just being a simulation, just being virtual reality or things like that. But I believe there's more, which is some things are just okay. For instances, the miracles. The miracles, they're not explainable, not mathematically, not scientifically, and you and I both know it. If you've experienced it, you understand some things just happen, and sometimes it's just so weird. It doesn't make sense, if you know what I mean. The logic doesn't work. How I've never been spotted at a spot that I've been sleeping for like past 5 months, which is like right next to the library, and nobody has found me or found my sleeping bag. And yesterday it rained like crazy, and my sleeping bag was supposed to be wet, but it was dry as hell when I came back to the spot. Just things like that make me question. Just something's off about this world that I have noticed before, and I started noticing things. Exactly. But then I thought it was limited to the miracles. But there were like other factors, besides miracles that was not explainable. So, and I started to notice it more and more. So, and it was like a very different approach than what I used to have, you know. I mean, it went as far as this world might be a simulation, but I never thought that it could be like a Truman Show or some other outside force working constantly, So I'm trying to find the answers to it. How does this happen? I mean, thinking about that. In terms of miracles, there's still a lot of people don't believe in miracles. You know, like only the ones who truly experience them, they believe it. But most of the like simpletons, do you know what a simpleton is? That's what she referred as the ignorant people, unconscious people. She called them simpletons. I mean, there's really a lot of people who live like just NPCs. That's where I'm getting to, and sometimes they glitch, like the West world. Sometimes you bring up something that outside of their like thinking capability, they'll glitch. They're like, "Oop, oop." So I was getting to the point where are these people just unconscious or are they like something else? I feel we're being guided to evolve and share our wisdom. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. And it was a lot easier back in the days. But now the system and the society is so secure, and it makes it so hard for us to do that. Yeah, well, can you tell me about it? Because now I'm kind of getting into it. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the real life glitches. It could be a human, it could be an object, a tree, anything, sky. Sometimes I feel like the space I'm in is like a set of like a TV show. And just one half it's dark, no light, nobody's there. On the other side, it's bright. There's a lot of people there in the same space. And I'm going like, this feels weird. This is not normal. Like in those videos, people being frozen, I didn't think it was real. What do you mean like frozen? Frozen by the cold weather? Or like frozen by like the fentanyl? Or just like frozen like by the glitch? So they weren't like iced or anything. They were like in normal condition and they froze their movement. Is that what you're saying? No fentanyl. That's good. That's good. No fentanyl. That's better. Really? And it wasn't one person. How many people were there? One person, but multiple times. Like, okay, so it was one person at a time, but he was like frozen, like weird frozen. Okay, 3 times. I believe you. Hmm. Have I seen that? Why haven't I noticed that until now? I mean, now I really feel like we might be living in a world of like Matrix. You know? And these ignorant people are the ones who took the blue pills. We're the ones who took the red pill. And we're the weirdos. We're like the mutants of this world. Because we don't go along by the system. So to them, we're the glitch. We're the rebels. Now I see it. Well, what's your opinion on Matrix, Sh1vaya, the movie? I feel like it's like a song that Matrix collapsing. Yeah. Okay. So I'm very glad we're talking about this today. Okay, and you're teaching me something that I haven't learned. So this is very interesting because I just started noticing it and it was way too obvious. My sleeping bag had to be super wet because I didn't tie it. The bag was like almost open and if the rain poured. This electronic cigarette she gave me, it's at 0%. It's been working since yesterday. It was at 0%. And I brought one of these from Texas when I came to Florida. Same 0%. It lasted for a month. And from my experience, that is not possible. Even though it's a defect. You know, at 0%, they last for a little bit and then they just stop working. You know, the smoke doesn't come out. But this time, I experienced the same thing and I was going like, okay, there's something going on here. What's going on? Why was she sitting like right next to me when I was passing by in my route? Because otherwise I would have starved that day, you know. It just doesn't make sense. So back in the days, I used to be just grateful. Oh, thank you for the miracle. That was it. But now, I'm more curious. Okay, how does this miracle happen? And when I have these conversations with other people who experience miracles, they'll say, I don't know. You know, just the universe made me come here. That's all the answers I got, and that's all the answers I had for myself too. Because sometimes the universe just made me do things, say things, but I feel like there's more than that to it, and I'm trying to find the secret behind it. Maybe until I die, you know, it's gonna be a long-term project. But I don't know, if we gather our intelligence together, who knows, we might get there sooner, you know. I mean, I told this to my Korean viewer earlier, you know, about the glitch, and more I bring up to other people, they say the same thing. Now I'm getting to a point, maybe I'm right. I was telling the other guy, like, maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe I starved for too long Maybe not now my mentality is going crazy, but no, I know that I'm not crazy, you know. But I sounded crazy when other people look at it. I know that, but I knew, my my senses are still there. Well, listen, I'm glad that I can run two platforms at once with this Wi-Fi. Maybe I can run three next time, including the YouTube. We'll see. That might help grow the community a little bit faster. I've been happy with everything except for the speed of finding our kinds. I don't care about the number of viewers or anything, but I do care of finding one person like us. That's my goal, and that's the only reason I'm doing it. So we can help each other, motivate each other, and share what we have. So at least I haven't given up yet, and I'm at the bottom of my life again, but I'm still doing it. So let's see where this leads. Maybe I'm finally ready to show up in the world, because all this time I felt like I wasn't ready. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Unless you know what you're talking about, you shouldn't talk in front of people. That was my theory. I think the Kali Yuga is ending this month. What's Kali Yuga? So I think it means just accelerated evolution. Okay, tell me about Kali Yuga, but what about the, that the blood moon, the eclipse happened a few days ago here, which I missed, but that might have something to do with it too, right? 칼리 유가 아시는 분? 칼리 요가인 줄 알았네. Is the fourth shortest and worst of the four yugas in a yuga cycle, preceded by Dvapara Yuga and followed by the next cycle, Krita Yuga. How come I've never heard of this before? Where is this originated from? So maybe everything is happening for a reason. Well, I knew I had to get to zero again, from what I've learned from it. Satya Yuga is known as the age of truth, when humanity is governed by gods, and every manifestations or work is close to the purest ideal, and humanity will allow intrinsic goodness to rule supreme. It is something referred to as golden age. Is this okay? Is this from like India? I don't know why I've never heard of this. Yeah, it sounded like it. The pronunciations. Okay. I'll look into it. So it just ended, or it hasn't ended yet? That's what. Oh, that's what's starting this month. Okay. What do you mean this month? March or April? Because I think I hit the max like at the end of February, and starting March, everything fell apart. 왜 이렇게 추워? 씨. Oh yeah. So what do you mean by starting this month? Is it March or April? Oh, okay. So it's starting at the end of this month. So it doesn't go by the calendar. I see. Well, maybe something's coming. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if a war happens, anything, you know. I feel like something bad is gonna happen this year. And maybe it's an evolution, you know, maybe it's a necessary change, but I can feel it, it's coming. And maybe the universe was preparing me for it so I can survive it. Well, learn something that I didn't know again. That's good. So how you been besides getting your car fixed? I'm great and feeling very close that oh I'm not ready to share myself to finally feeling more ready. Sure, not a problem. How long your car has been broken? You pretty excited about it? And I know when you're ready to tell me, I know it's gonna be a great story. So I'll wait for my turn. I know you're very patient and cautious. So. And the reason I worked on this chat thing and the YouTube was I was feeling like I've been mostly on the Korean platform, so I felt like the foreigners or whatever non-Koreans were left out because I couldn't be on Twitch. So I was trying to get back on it as soon as possible. But with the U.S. Wi-Fi situation and everything, it hasn't been easy. But I'm finally getting there. So so hopefully I'll turn more on Twitch. Yeah, like 6 months and still running. Oh, it's still not running. Okay, a little leggy, so now I'll be normal. Hope that's good. That's good. You planned it. You're finally working on it. So. Are you? You're not living in a city, right? You're not living in a big city, are you? 30K people, so not too many. So car must be very important over there. I doubt there's going to be a lot of public transportation. Oh, you do? Okay. Yeah, I like being in the car by myself. Yeah. Not a big fan of public transportation. That's why I walk. I don't even take the bus. I just walk everywhere. Yeah, I'd rather drive than fly somewhere. So I've been on a road trip like all around the U.S. mostly. I've drove to Canada. So, yeah, I do miss having my car, but not really a priority for me. But it would nice to have it. But I need a place more than a car right now, so that's my focus. And the reason I need a place is so I can stream. That's just funny. It's just something not for myself. I'm just thinking, oh, I wish I had a place so I can comfortably stream all day, on multi platforms. RV is very expensive. Yeah, RV is an option. I thought about living out of on RV or car, but nowadays they're as big expensive as like homes used to be. I'm pretty sure there's rentals, but it's gonna be like $1,000 or more per month, I believe. Yeah, but RV's not bad. You just gotta replace the water every once in a while, and then you can get power through the solar panels. Sleeping not a problem. It would be nice. Park wherever at night. Park by the beach. That would be pretty romantic for me. I've seen a guy who turned a tiny car into like a camping car. He replaced the front seat as a sleeping bag or sleeping panel. And looking at it, I feel like, yeah, you can do that with any car as long as you have some skills, and some materials. It's very, very possible. I'd rather have a place. Even though, like, I want to travel, but I need like a base. I need a base. But I know I'm gonna make money again, so when that happens, I just gotta be a little more wise. Maybe you'll get an RV as a gift from Universe. You never know. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. My teacher got a home from Universe. Oh yeah, and Michael Singer, the guy I like, he just got a home out of nowhere. That does happen, and that's something I need right now. I need somebody to literally, you can stay here, So, because like through the system, I cannot get a proper place because of the cost, because of the process, application, deposit. Cannot do it. So there's got to be another way for me, and I believe there will be. So we'll see what happens, and that's why I'm streaming, so I can share my miracles and tell people that there are miracles, and you don't have to live the way you do. You can surrender, and life gets easier. That's all I'm trying to teach. I stopped thinking like with my own head. I think less, I do more, and if I'm not gonna do anything, then I just do nothing. And I just kind of like meditate, being present. Wait for what I need to do. Wait for that signal. And something always happens, and my body's always moving. And when there's absolutely nothing to do, I'm walking for hours. That's a way I meditate. So I feel like I'm doing the right thing. I feel like I'm in tune with the universe. So I believe the universe is gonna look out for me. If not, well, I've had a good run. So I'm not really afraid of that. So I think that's another huge step that I've taken. So I think I've learned a lot of things compared to my age group. Like people around my age, I can barely have a conversation nowadays. So I learned it the hard way, but I did learn quick. Considering that I become conscious around like late 20s, early 30s. That's when I became conscious and started getting rid of my ego. And that was pretty late start, in my opinion. A lot of people who become awakened at earlier age. But then after I realized that, I just surrender everything. I did it very quickly. That was my advantage, I guess. I had that courage to lose everything. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. Nothing, everything I did didn't work. So, and somehow I survived this long. So let's see if I survive this time. And it worked every time, so that's when I started to surrender even more. But RV doesn't sound bad if it's free. Then I can go where. Well, though you gotta worry about the gas money, but that I'll come up somehow. But you can go anywhere you want. You know, you can park at night for free. You can get those portable Wi-Fi's. So the 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 internet price and data is just crazy here. So because of streaming's hardcore this month, it's gonna be $300 for me for the phone bill. Well, there's no gas in your vape, and it's yeah. I'm telling you, it was supposed to be off a long time ago. It's like a well that never dries. You know? Another glitch. So now I'm like paying attention to, is there another glitch? When I'm like out there. Now I'm paying attention now. Where's the glitch? What feels awkward? And I feel like that might be the key to the secret of this world. Yeah. Unless I'm exploring something that I haven't before. It's a new area. And some things to be learned. Well, I mean, talking to you is I miss the other foreign viewers. I don't know where. I hope they're doing well. Well, thanks so much for sharing. Again, very helpful. Since I'm feeling the same stuff, that's good. Yeah, I always enjoy the conversation with you. I mean, and that's like the main reason I'm turning on the Twitch. You're like the only person that's left on Twitch. But I'm turning on Twitch for you. So. Yeah, I find it very meaningful. It's hard to find a real conversation these days. People don't like to listen, and I mean to have a true conversation, like you have to be on the same page or similar page, similar understanding, and you have to be able to listen and empathetic. And empathy is another quality that's missing, in this world right now. And it almost feels like it's a curse to have empathy, but I don't feel that way anymore. It is a gift and a curse. I can't say it's just a gift, but we do learn a lot more than others because of it. We do see a lot more, we feel a lot more. So we're using time more wisely, but the pain is greater because you can feel other people's pain. So I'm debating whether or not to go back to that day labor place tomorrow, because I know that it's over. I'm done with the day labor by the universe, but I don't see any other option to come up with money. I need money to survive. So I don't know what universe is gonna show me. I better show me by tomorrow. Because I don't know anything else right now that I can come up with cash that day. So I thought about getting a job at the taekwondo place, and I was thinking that might work out well for me since I trained a little bit, and the place is probably run by a Korean. But then just I don't have things, to wait for that first check and everything. Just I'm not equipped right now. So I gave it a try, but the place was closed. So I was like, I turned back, and I guess I'll upload more videos. But because I came back and worked on that chatting, now we can talk today. So I believe that was meant too. Because if I didn't work on this thing, I don't have turned on the Twitch. I would have just turned on the Korean platform. What time is it? 7:15. Is it like at night over there? What time is it over there? Is it in the morning? What do you want? 1 a.m. I figured. Okay. And another thing was I've been waking up at like 2, 3 a.m. And on YouTube I found out that it has some spiritual meaning. And it was like saying that there's a reason you're up at like 3 a.m. That's when like things happen in the universe. And I don't know if you know Satguru. Like he said the same thing too. He's like Indian guru. So and then I started doing that when, like recently, like a few months ago we started. So I'm also trying to find out what that means. If I'm supposed to meditate when I wake up at that time, or oh, you know him. Okay. See, we know similar things. And like even when I don't have anything, I started like playing soccer over there, with the kids, and I teach if I can. And it was funny because one time they thought I was just homeless, right? And I was like, "Hey, can I join you guys?" Like, "Yeah, come on. Yeah, you seem like a try-harder." And then I showed my skills, and they were like, "How is this possible?" It was like old homeless guy, better than soccer than those South Americans. I'm like, well, everything's possible in my world. So I guess I opened their eyes a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I didn't have any money. I just lost all my money, but I didn't care. It was like, oh, there's kids playing. I'll go play. It was like, yeah, I don't care about my circumstances anymore. I don't let those material things like hold back from what I'm supposed to do or enjoy life. If there's an opportunity, I'll seize it. And I think when I upload this video, I think I'm gonna title it like a conversation with Sh1vaya. I felt semi-military when I would just be a good goofball most of the time, but when we played football, I dominate. See, then people have this conception, they have their conception of who are good athletes and all, and they start judging, right? But then they'll find out sometimes their perception is always not right, you know. Sometimes those looks are deceiving. Well, it's pretty peaceful today. It's gonna get dark in like an hour. What time do you usually go to sleep? So I've been like streaming around like this time, like an hour ago or so, because of the Koreans. That's when they wake up. But with your time zone, I might be able to stream early, you know, if that's more convenient for you or the Europeans. Well, I can't wait to see other old viewers again. Okay, yeah, this sounds pretty late, so I was trying to see, your time schedule. See if I can adjust a little better moving forward. Oh, I see. Well, I'll just turn it on whenever I can. But I'll be on a lot more often, so. It just seems like you always find me. So, all good. And I think that this conversation fits really well for my purpose. So I like it. Because I feel like I've been talking about the stocks too much recently, But my priority is talking about life and the universe. So, Well, I think I'm gonna let you go to sleep now. I might take a little walk before going to sleep. It was very nice talking to you, as always. Well, thank you. We'll see you again. Have a good night.